Disclaimer, this video is made for an adult audience. What's the upside, my dear adult fans of LEGO Soul Brick in the house, and I'm standing here in my custom LEGO town called Soltown. In today's episode, we're going to work on the Ghostbusters headquarters. I gotta be honest, I was never really a big fan of the old Ghostbusters movies. I think I only saw the second one as a kid. But I did watch the two animated shows, the Filmation's Ghostbusters and the so-called The Real Ghostbusters. I was a bit more of a fan of Filmation's Ghostbusters that predates the Real Ghostbusters. But I have these figs with the newer Ghostbusters from LEGO. But I switched out the heads to yellow female minifigs heads, just because only females are allowed to live in Soltown. I haven't seen the new movie with the female cast that a lot of dudes didn't like just because there was ladies in it. To me it's probably not good anyways. So, well, I'm a lizard. I'm sorry about that, but my sig fig is still somewhere lost. Now, why do Soltown need ghost busting? Well, they have a Slimer here, but they also have the old haunted hotel. And it's haunted because it's built upon an old cemetery here. Now the city council, they solved this problem by just adding a new hotel next to it. So it's kind of haunted as well. But who are you gonna call? Those bastards! Our Ghostbusters needs to ride in style, and as I understood it, the original Ecto-1 car is based on an ambulance. So this is the ambulance that we have in Soltown. I am going to rework the roof section and put on all those cool gadgets. And there you go. This is a combination of the two Ecto-1s that we have in minifig scale. The one from the original movies and the one from that reboot they made a couple of years ago. So I just tried to fit as much stuff that I could on top of here, while still being able to park this in the garage part of the firehouse, or the Ghostbusters headquarters. So I think it looks super fun with all that stuff, all the gadgets that are looking for ghosts, or just are there for the cool factor of this little cute build. I hope you like this, because I think it's super fun. Inside of here there's not really much going on. It's basically just like the original set that this is based on. I decided just to show you the finished build because it's a bit of a tricky construction here. Because I have a railroad going down underneath here. And I have this bike leg lid here just so that it will be easy to get into underneath here if something would get stuck. That means that I had to build this wall section and this floor section here on the bike leg, and the rest here is stationary. If we start with the roof section, we have a Ghostbuster here hunting the Slimer, some I don't know, some sort of little garden there in an old used fridge, and a ventilation system. And back here it's kind of hard to film, but you have the entryway from this second level of Soltown. So a little door there and a little window. Why did I choose these colors? Well, because I grew up with the comic book, and in the comic book it looked more like this. Not exactly like this, but the same kind of color scheme. And as I remember it, the old Kenner play set with the Ghostbusters headquarters had red doors, so that's what I've used. I think even Playmobil's newer set has some sort of red doors, and these are just easy to remove, so they just get cut that. Okay, so the big challenge with this video is that it's Saturday evening and I had 2 glasses of red wine, so I'm a bit tipsy. But let's look in here. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm gonna use a little flashlight and see if we can see. That's kind of eerie. Well, we have that kind of red thing where you can store your ghost that you've trapped. And here are some lockers, and also, I don't know if you can see it, but you have the broom there, so you can do some ghost dusting. Some ghost dusting. So yeah, and on the other side it's just a green wall. A common problem with these Ghostbusters headquarters playsets from different manufacturers is that it's kind of hard to fit Ecto-1 in here. and this is no exception, but it kind of works if you just fill around with it and put it on the side like that. So you can close these doors here, and you can open this door here if you just want to go in there. And this box here, it's for mail. The second floor here, I worked kind of hard with getting this shape aligned with each other. There's a lot of snot bricks behind here, and this wouldn't really fit here. It was a bit down, and you can see there's a gap here, and that's because I used this kind of part and used it on this side. So it's placed like that, somewhere here, just to push that up, that little extra way that I had to push it up. So if we take a look inside here, we have the office, and here's the secretary, and a little, I don't know, that's a computer here, and you have a little carpet there, a TV show going on, and that's the phone from the Filmation Ghostbusters. They had a skull that talked, and you have a little pantry with a little kitchen, a little oven, and yeah, you can see what it is, and that's based on the Lego design as well. And I used a minifig hairpiece there as a little foliage for flower there, and a nice little lamp here, kind of hard to see. And then I put on some pieces from the hidden side and a clock there, just to cover that little snot piece that I used for the window to make it align better. And of course the very important red coffee mug down there. You gotta have your coffee. Some of the old vintage Kenner toys from the 80s had transforming features in the Ghostbusters line. And of course we can see that kind of solution in the hidden side today. So this turns out into some sort of a monster. This is really a brilliant design. So this acts as a mouth, and then let's see if we can put out some fangs down here. So that totally looks like, I don't know what it looks like. Maybe this is a second mouth, and then you have a mouth down here. But it's kind of like a ghost building, right? Just a bonus feature there. Thank you. No applause. Yeah. All in all, I think this looks rather than not. And as some of you might have noticed, I had to remove the Soltown office from this spot here, just because it was in the same color that this was going to be in, and I don't want to have the same kind of colors or buildings competing about that color here. So I'm gonna have to rework that, and I didn't have any interior anyway, so I want to have a real office there, a profit office, a proper office. And I'm gonna have like a really narrow building going up here and in there. So that's going to be something cool to look forward to. Oh, look at those views though. I really like this little angle here. It gives you some more depth. That is goes there and then goes out like that. Kind of bright there, and you have the shades here. Now I really do hope that you enjoy this video. Please watch more of my stuff if you want to. And most of all, stay out of the nonsense, stay awesome, and please subscribe.